No, but this guy's...
It's trolls. It's Twitch trolls. Don't worry. I've been in kind of Twitch channels.
All right. Yeah, this is just. Can you hear me now?
It's not on yet. Give it a second.
Oh, okay.
Keep it up.
Well, no, you don't have to worry. The stream is not over yet.
Start introducing ourselves. Let's say this is our name. Keep on talking.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you can hear something before I do that.
I know, but like you can always just do that again. Keep on arguing.
Yeah. Good start.
Keep on talking.
So thanks everybody on the stream so far. We're just ironing out some technical details right now, and yeah, we're just making sure that you can hear me, and just yeah. It's kind of important to be able to hear me before we're going into anything like this.
Okay, it's cool.
Okay, it's cool?
Yeah, it's good.
All right, so yeah. Hey everybody, thanks for coming on out to the 2 p.m. stream today for Thrive Games. I'm, of course, Nathan Dvorak, the lead designer and studio head of Thrive Games, and behind me is some of the fools that have been behind this project we got here. Who's this? On my right, the wonderful Matt Payne, developer.
Max Payne.
Max Payne? No, Matt Payne. Parker in the back. You should recognize him before. Kickstarter backers. Him and I made some questionable videos for you, but we're gonna hopefully increase the quality and quantity moving forward in 2017. Pavel, you want to get on over here, show your face a little bit? Oh, wait, on the right side or left side?
Camera's there.
Camera's right there. Oh, there we go.
Camera's there.
There's Pavel. Pavel is another one of the developers behind Dragon of Legends. And, of course, the lead developer, man of the hour, is, of course, Michael Flynn right here. Yeah. Yeah. It's our passion project, which you backers have helped us bring to life. And kind of this stream is kind of, it's not really, the game right now, bear in mind, is still in a very much work in progress state. It's in alpha development, so just bear that in mind. But we're just I just wanted to kind of show more than tell at this point, because as you know, we've been kind of quiet over this past period, but like making a video game is hard work. And it takes a lot of time and commitment, and we've been giving all of our time and all of our commitment over this past year, and here we are. So it's 2017, we're looking at our Steam launch coming up in the next couple months, and yeah, it's going to be an exciting year for us, and I hope you're going to join us. So we're just going to actually hop on in. So I'm going to just, where's that other keyboard? Oh, you have it. Oh, okay, Matt's actually going to control, so let's hop on in. Okay, so yeah, basically the first thing when we get into Dragon of Legends on offer is we're going to offer a adventure mode as well as a multiplayer mode. So adventure, this is kind of when you are offline and you kind of still are on your phone or on Steam or whatever, and you kind of just want a taste of the combat experience. So that's when adventure mode, it's going to be, you can click it and it's going to be more streamlined and to the point. So it's this adventure mode, and then we're into combat. It's more so just more RNG elements opposed to our story mode and multiplayer, which is all, this is all custom content created professionally in-house. So we'll go into that multiplayer right now. I got a prompt for credentials. Matt, if you will, please. Super cool guy. Okay, let's remember that. That's a pretty lengthy password, let's just remember that. Okay, now the character select screen. Well, first, we haven't made any characters yet, so we're gonna have to do that, right? Well, let's do that. So, at our character selection screen, there's one hidden guy here that we haven't really announced yet. That's going to be, this is the Warlock, of course. We're just going to add him in time. But this one right here, still locked. So he's still up for grabs. What's that one? I do not know. Time will tell. We'll have to see what that one is. But the classes that we're going to be offering for you to play and try is we're going to have our Wizard, the Warrior, and the Ranger. The text here is obviously not finalized, and it's a work in progress, of course. and we're just going to populate the copy when we get there. So let's try making the wizard first off. So in our character creation screen, we have a variety of options at us, basically how we want to customize our character. So first of all, we can rotate our character accordingly, and we can see all those nice angles. This guy looks pretty buff, so I mean, I want to see him from all angles there. Oh wow, look at that. Ooh, it's a cutie. It's a cutie. Okay, and we can just play with some dice here, and it's just going to randomize all of our options for us. And then we can just, if we want to really get into detail there, we can just click through and change every aspect accordingly. Beard colors, all the different beard styles, let's just click through those and bask in that for a while. And of course, we got to be able to change our underwear color. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly love wearing a nice teal pair of tidy whities. And then you might be noticing over here, what's this thing? Well, this is actually going to be our skill preview for what this class can use. So now you might notice there's Blink, Fire Blast, Ground Break, and Firestorm. So the wizard is actually going to have 2 specs available to him. He can play as a Pyromancer, or he can actually play as a Cryomancer. So basically, how do we activate those different specs? Well, it's going to be tied to what weapon you are currently using. So each class is going to have 2 weapons that they can choose from, and your skill set is going to change accordingly. Now this is going to be fleshed out a little bit more, so that when you click on your actual icon here, there will be a little kind of graphic that shows you a preview of what you're actually going to be seeing, or what the skill actually looks like. So this is just something that's still needing to be implemented. So we looked at the wizard, let's look at the ranger quickly. So the ranger, same thing. So the ranger has 2 specs available to him. Stereotypical bow range class, so he can either use bow and trap and kind of more about kiting the enemy, opposed to the dual wield spec, which is more about kind of getting up close and personal and playing kind of like an assassin type, but not really assassin. You're not going to be stealthing, you're more so going to be just have movement advantage over several other classes to get you into combat quickly and out of combat quickly as well. But now, in the sake of this video, the first character that we're going to be showcasing is the warrior. So now the warrior has 2 specs. Let's just go over those quickly. So other characters have an ability, a movement ability, which usually kind of increases their movement. So the ranger, for example, will tumble, and they will tumble out of the way. The warrior, in specific, the shield spec warrior, is actually, he's going to gain a movement ability called Hold the Line. What Hold the Line does is basically, he's going to raise his shield in front of him, and he's going to block incoming damage, making him like the tank role in this. Now when I say tank role, bear in mind that all classes are going to be self-sufficient at this point, so you're not going to need to rely on a dedicated healer. Don't worry about that. Everybody will be able to complete everything, and that's what we're striving for. Anyways, so we have an assail, which is just simple sword attack, a shield bash, which kind of stuns enemies, and an armor break, which is gonna be a kind of if anybody's played World of Warcraft in the audience, it's kind of like Sunder armor, if you're familiar with that ability. And then the warrior, so basically the spear spec, so the movement ability is lunge, and then we have kind of thrust ability, as well as a steel flurry ability. And yeah, so let's make our character now and hop on into the game. What's up? I have to turn your mic up. Let's turn my mic up. I'm not really paying attention to chat here, guys. I'm sorry if you're chatting with me, but someone else's mic's actually on the chat, so we'll just tweak those technical problems as they arise.
Okay, that should be good.
Yeah, is that good now?
It'll wait 20 seconds, so just keep going.
Okay, so it should be good now. Yeah, and just let us know in the chat if it needs to be turned up more. Okay, and now let's get back to our warrior creation. So, and yeah, speaking of which, we don't want to leave out the female audience. We have all classes are going to be for male as well as female. So just this It's 2017 now, right? We gotta have that. So yeah, don't have to worry about that. Okay, change the angles, and yeah, let's just actually get back to a male, because I'm a guy, I kind of want to play a male guy. Yeah, so let's change our skin color. I'll just go through the options once more in case you're just joining us now, and we can kind of just flip through. Hairstyle. Yeah, there we go. So, I'm gonna change a little, some more, just a little tweak here, a little bit more. There we go. Turn down the game volume a little bit more and the voice up a bit. There we go, that should be better. Okay, so now, yeah, where was I? Skin color, hair color. Oh, I think it's this specific one that's gonna... And my beard style, I kind of want something nice, so there we go. It's a nice bushy one. Just give me something to match there. Okay, cool. And where's my teal? There's my teal. All right, name. What do you think? We got any suggestions in the chat? What should we name this guy? What are we gonna name him? What do you think? There's the delay, so I mean, this is gonna be kind of.
I think you should go with Bjorn.
Bjorn?
Yeah.
From Vikings?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Oh.
I guess we're going with Bjorn. All right. Okay, cool. So now there we go. So we made our character, and now we can select our character. If we wanted to make another additional character, by all means we could. If we want to delete this guy, we could, but we don't. We actually want to hop on in the game, so we're going to do that now. All right. At last, I found Bjorn. And breathing too, thank Odin. Bjorn, can you move? Bjorn, can you move?
Oh, yes, I can.
Oh, okay. You can move. Ah, I'm glad I found you. But we still need to find my apprentice. He was in the longship with you. Hopefully he isn't too far. Let's head east and look for him there. Oh, I see someone. Who's that? Oh, there he is. Bjorn, Ran has overlooked you. But still, I bleed. It pains me to see what has become of you. Do you still have the artifact? Yes, Bjorn. Take it from my satchel. Ooh, what's that? Oh, okay. Master, Hell's embrace is near. Please release me. Bjorn, why do you tarry? Pull it from him and end his misery. Wait. Goodbye, old friend. Until we meet again, Aldar. May the gods smile upon you. Oh, there we go. Oh, do not mourn, Aldar. Death is never the end. Bring the artifact to my hut in Norstead. We have much to talk about. I will wait for you there. But once you enter the town, be careful. The Jarl's brother has taken control and still lies about our sacred order. I have disguised you from the townsfolk. Nobody should recognize you. Now fly. Okay, so obviously that's my poor attempt at the dialogue. Make loud noise. Okay, so yeah, I'll try that. I'll just move this out a bit. There we go. So yes, of course. So that's just me reading the dialogue quickly. We're gonna plan on kind of having a little something like Animal Crossing when the text appears, the do sound. We are also toying with the idea of voice acting, but I mean, let's keep the budget in mind, shall we? All right. So yeah. So the beginning of event, and so basically. Matt, or Bjorn, we'll call him, is using a keyboard and mouse right now. He's just walking around with WASD. He interacts by pushing E and just clicking through the dialogue with the mouse or pushing spacebar. Whoa, where'd you come from, friend? You sure don't look well. Don't tell me you were shipwrecked. Welcome to Gamel Isle. Follow the pathway north, which will take you right to Norstead, our little village. Get thee to a mead hall, because you know Vikings love to drink. So now animations still currently in progress, but we can actually train a little bit out front. We can whack that dummy, and this is, I'm going to put scrolling combat text there, so you can see your damage output. But yeah, we have some other NPCs. What do they say? Hello, traveler. Okay, thank you. What does this guy say? What a lovely day. You know what? It is a lovely day. You know, it's a lovely day. Oh, I see those bushes there. What can you do with those bushes? Oh, wow. Bush combat? Oh, man. I had no idea there was bush combat in this game.
No, it's not just that.
All right, so yeah, our next objective, obviously, is to head into town, like Sam said. And since we weren't really paying too much attention, we got a quest log to kind of keep us in the right direction. Simply by pushing J on the keyboard, you'll be able to pull up your quest log, and that's what we have right in front of us. Meet with the seer in his hut. That's what we're going to do now. Alright, so yeah, this is Norstead. This is going to be the first village that you will encounter. And yeah, so here's the seer's hut right here. And there he is right there. I'm not going to read this dialogue because this kind of is from our previous version and not what we're working on or what we prepared today. So I'm not going to read this part. This is all, this is going to be changed completely. But yeah, basically the gist is we found Aldar on the beach. He gave us a kind of moldy tome, and now the seer is going to be cleansing that for us so we can use it even further. Let's just see. He's talking a long time here. I'm just going to click through this. There we go. Okay, so he... Oh, whoa. Man, I wonder what I'm going to use that book for. Well, we already showed it, but that's okay. Okay, so something. Yeah, see, I'm not going to read this. Boom. Nightmares, visions, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Okay, whoa. All right, good thing. We can just... Hey, Jay, what's our next objective there? What's our next objective again?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay, there we go. So now we have to speak with the warrior master. So we're going to do that. Since we're a warrior, well, it's only fitting that we need our warrior equipment. So let's head on over there now. And shift is to sprint as well. But we're just going to use that sparingly in this showcase.
Yeah.
There's Angar now. Let's go see what he has to say. Angar. Take the sword and clear away some pesky wolves and boars from our woods. Okay, I will do that. Thank you very much. Okay, so here we go. So by pushing C, it brings up my character sheet. So now this is kind of some stats here that are going to change as we level up over time. But for now, I'm just going to put on some of the gear that the Angar has given me. And you'll notice as I equip or unequip the items, they are populating the pixel art accordingly. This is one of the things that we've spent a long time on, and hopefully you like it because it's taking us a long time. So yeah, every single piece of armor in the game is going to be able to change depending on what you equip or unequip. There's helmets, armor, full sets of armor, everything like that, weapons, all of this is going to graphically change as you equip it. And yeah, for us, that was kind of like one of the big things we wanted to do. You know, old school games like Secret of Mana could not have pulled that off. It's very complicated process, but we just wanted to kind of capture that gameplay, but infuse the modern elements. I'm sure you're seeing the lighting as we're passing here. And yeah, it's all part of infusing the old with the new. So now we have what's our current quest actually? All right, cliche kill quest. Here we go, guys. This is actually the tutorial, so I mean, like, don't worry, the quests are a little bit more elaborate than just kill 10 wolves, and but we'll get to that in time. So now Bjorn here is gonna, oh geez, we have a field of boars that he's gonna try his best to kind of fend off here, and he's gonna actually try and complete the quest, but see if we can level up in the process. Oh, there we go. There's one down. Now let's see, and you might notice that it's actually getting darker, and that's because there's actually a day-night cycle in the works as well. This is, you know, just we really want the world to be kind of immersive and kind of be able to kind of really, yeah. So Bjorn's in a little rough shape right here, but let's see what we can do. Oh, there we go. Oh. Don't have any potions? Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Let's see. Can we get some potions? Does that do anything? Oh, okay, great. There we go. We're just going to get ourselves a little potion right there because it's freaking OP boars. There we go. All right. So, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, some wolves now. Now, the AI at this point is rather simplistic in that it just comes and chases you and it attacks you. There is an aggro radius that we can actually flee from monsters. Maybe we can show that now. Let's try an aggro a mob and let's try and actually flee away from the thing. So let's sheath our weapons and kind of just like run away from the damn thing. There we go. And he's going to run away and he's just going to go back to his normal respawn point until we come back. So yeah, let's gear up again. Let's go. Let's finish this quest. Alright, there we go. And now at the beginning of the game, you're only going to gain one skill point, and you start off with your basic spammable ability. In this case, Matt's using the keyboard, and his configuration is set that spacebar is the attack. We are going to make this more robust in that the control scheme will be able to be altered by you. So if you want to use your mouse to left click to swing or right click to do one of your special abilities, you're going to have the ability to rebind all of those keys as you will. Gamepad is something that we were toying with and could consider further if you guys were interested in that. So yeah, Bjorn's just exploring Norstead here a little bit. I think there's some more boars to the right, isn't there? Let's go down and to the right. A lot of wolves, dead wolves. Oh, there's one. Oh, he's swinging the wrong way, man. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'll watch out for that other one. I'm on the potion duty. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, level up. All right, let's put our skill points in. Oh, there we go. Okay. K brings up our skill tree, and here's what it looks like. So, on the left side is going to be our expertise, and expertise are technically what we're calling our activated abilities, opposed to aptitudes, which are our passive abilities. And the way that it works as we progress, so at level 2, I'm going to be able to unlock another activated ability. And then at the level 3, I can choose a passive that buffs that activated ability. So this is the way it works. So just so quickly walk through this. So this is our basic combo ability that we started with. And if we look in its respective location on the right side of the page, this is actually going to be a skill that improves that ability. Let's put 1 point there. And now I have some choices. I'm feeling pretty confident in Bjorn, so I'm going to go for I could choose Shield Wall or Armor Break. feeling confident I'm going to go with the armor break route. Yeah, let's try that out now. So let's see if there's maybe like a, I don't know, should I click on it? Ask Andy.
What? Which key is armor break? One?
Go the other way, go left.
Just try 1, 2. If it doesn't, 1 will break. 2 actually. 2?
Okay. Oh, there's a wolf. Let's pull both of these wolves at once here. Oh no, get all 3. You can do this. Alright. Give him everything you got. Use that new ability. Oh, there we go. Oh, can you get 2? Oh wow, double kill. Let me potion up real quick. Here, get that one behind you. Oh, not enough stamina. Oh no. Every swing that Bjorn's doing right now is taking a little bit of his stamina away. You can notice that, and it regenerates over time. So it's a very much action-based combat system. Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh, no. Bjorn's dead. Jeez, what a valiant warrior. And now we're going to respawn back in town, back at the meat hall. Alright, now don't go any further. And let's just, like, go back up. And let's just kind of, like, leave it there. So, yeah, that's kind of the very brief preview of what we wanted to kind of show you guys. And, yeah, so basically this is where we're at. So multiplayer, I'm not sure if you guys are asking about that in chat, I'm not looking, but multiplayer is in the works and it was working. However, we just took it out in sake of time for today to get something prepared to show you. Steam integration is currently in the works, and we're currently working to get that on chat. Best log. Okay, I will do that. But yeah, so as I was saying, sorry about that. So yeah, Steam integration. We're working on that at the moment for multiplayer to work seamlessly, and then once that's completed, that's when we're looking to get our Dragon of Legends out onto Steam. Currently in the works right now to get all of the tax forms and banking information given to them and all the approved, and once that's done, you'll be the first to know when that's all ready and good to go. So yeah, now at this point, I'm just going to basically close on out of the gameplay video portion and kind of open it on up to kind of some general kind of Q&A for anyone in the chat room right now. If there's any backers, I wanted to take this time again to thank you once again for your support. You know, just this has been like a passion project for all of us involved, and just, you know, being able to have all of your strong support behind us has really gotten us, you know, a long way, and we couldn't have done it without you. So yeah, thank you again on behalf of all the team. Thank you very much. So yeah, questions? Is there anything? Let's just go.
Chapman is there.
Oh, okay. Are the Archer and Wizard class working at the moment? Arcanites, thanks for coming on out to the stream, man. I love your artwork. For those who don't know, Arcanites has actually been a community contributor like since we came up with the idea, and he's been helping out with some kind of designs and some kind of costumes. He's a really talented pixel artist. I would encourage everyone to you know, check out Arcanite's work. If you want to throw a plug on there, if you got your profile link, you might want to do that, Arcanites. But is the the Archer and Wizard class working at the moment? They are, but just as I said earlier, we're kind of in the moment. We're kind of pending on some animation work to be completed. The functionality is there for those classes, but we just disabled it for now because we decided to focus our efforts on just making sure that the warrior is okay and playable. Yeah, cool. And on mobile as well, Carter. Yeah, so mobile is definitely in the works. So it's one of the design and development decisions we actually had since the beginning of the project. for those of you that don't know, we aren't using Unity, and we aren't using any kind of prefab kind of game making software. We are actually making everything from scratch ourselves. We're primarily using Java, and Java is going to enable us to achieve the cross-platform aspect that we kind of want for Dragon of Legends. So yeah, mobile definitely. It's just Steam and PC at the moment is kind of our priority. So it's just it's an action RPG, and we feel that the strongest audience for that at the moment is going to be a PC gamer. So that's where we kind of want to see Dragon of Legends first. It'll first and foremost be on the PC, and then we are going to shift into other platforms after that point. Yeah. We love the beard. Well, thanks. Lewis, how you doing, man? Yeah, the beard is growing slowly, I guess. It's okay. Getting there. Okay, so, I just I don't know what we want to do now, but if there's any more questions or anything, feel free to kind of feel free to field them to us. We're probably going to just have a more general kind of Q&A at this point for anyone joining the stream, and then we'll be giving more confirmed details about the Steam launch and the new website launch after the next couple of months or so. But just in terms of firm deadlines for us, you can kind of expect to be playing Dragon of Legends yourself, most likely in February. This is what we're working towards internally. So by February, you should be able to playing it on your own, and then you can kind of join us in the multiplayer, and we can go from there. Cool. When do we get to play? Oh, I kind of already mentioned that. There we go. Open world dungeons, instance, or mixed. So the way that the overall kind of online system works with Dragon of Legends is so when we're kind of in the town area, this is more so when it's more going to be a hub. So this is going to be where we have players that we can interact with. Oh, and speaking of interacting with other players, I'll just show this quickly. I can't. Oh, I can't. That was taken out. But it's just simply if you wanted to invite a player to your party, you would just right-click on them and then party up with them. And then when you would leave the town, with those people that you're partying with. So this is how it works. So any of the content that we're going to be having for dungeons, instances, and stuff like that is going to be set up in that manner. So you go to a hub, you find the people you want to do the content with, and then you set out and do the content. This is just Bjorn's exploring the city a little bit more. So yeah, it's cool. There's a port over here, and this is going to be the kind of the exit point to the next area that'll lead up to High Hrothgar. But we'll get to that when we get there. And just to kind of deviate it off your question there, but it will be a mixture of both. So there are going to be some components that you would enter a room, and this room is going to be a vast open area that holds more than 5 players at a time. So in those instances, yes, this is going to be more kind of the mix aspect, opposed to the 5-man or 5-person dungeons that are going to be kind of more streamlined. It's just you group up, enter a queue or enter a kind of survival delve entrance, and then you go and do the content. So how do the items drops work? So item drops basically, so they're not going to pinata on the ground like a Diablo per se. It's more so going to be we can loot monsters, and then the monsters would have a kind of respective gear on them, and then the gear would kind of just fit in here. So basically, it's we interact, right click, and then we can gain our loot through this. You're right, we didn't showcase looting a monster in this build, but that's going to be included with the finalized version that you're going to be able to play. So yeah, we'll be sure to get that in for the next time. So yeah, access outs. How will we access other areas outside of the town hub? Portal area, open a map and click. Okay, so other areas of the map. So this entire map is seamlessly scrolling at the moment. It's kind of in the vein of open world. I'm going to say open world, but very pseudo open world. We have a very open map right now, but all of the content is going to be instanced into its own individual section. So it's going to be basically, if you wanted to get to a new spot, such as where Bjorn, I should say, is walking to now, you can simply just walk there. But now, if I wanted to go to a different place other than Norstead, I'm going to have to, well, first of all, finish off all of the quest components in this area, and then I would be able to head back to that port area that you just saw, and then take the ship and travel to the next area. So there's going to be kind of like a fast travel system, much like as there is in WoW, World of Warcraft, but it's just simply going to be a lot more streamlined. It's going to be, you get on the boat, there's going to be a cutscene of the boat traveling, and then you're in the new area. So that's kind of how traveling to new areas outside of a big open map will work through that method. And then additionally, portals will come into play later on once we get further along in the quest progress. But yeah, we're just going to kind of limit that right now. Oh, watch out! Another wolf. Oh, geez. Oh yeah. There you go. Those no skill points and level up is really paying off. So yeah, that's cool. Maybe you can just like kill some mobs and get the level up to get the shield dash or the shield block or even something like that. No autoplay or autoplay mechanics? No, definitely not. So oh shoot, I got a potion. Just in time. So no autoplay mechanics. No, of course not. No. The whole thing is that Dragon of Legends is meant to be a hands-on experience. So all of the inputs right now, there's no loading screens or transitions in between battle or combat. It's all just seamlessly flowing into one another. So now, in order for that to make sense, having bots that do that for you is kind of defeating the whole purpose or the whole point of the experience. So like people that will kind of create, well, when the game is live, if people do resort to creating the kind of bots or automated gameplay systems, they'll be promptly banned and removed. But yeah, so this is something you don't have to worry about. It's all, it'll be definitely taken care of once the time comes. Pushing up again. Steve says, Steve French, actually, can you quest together early game to end game, or is grouping only for instances and raids? So now, in Gamel Island, the kind of content that we're in right now, this is going to be the only section, well, I want to say primarily the only section in the game that's going to be exclusively kind of single player. Now, this is going to be able to change. You can get multiplayer. Multiplayer works in this section by all means. But just this Gamel Island is supposed to be kind of the tutorial island that gets the players' feet wet into what the game has. So there's a few other sections that we're not really showing you on the map right now that are going to be, well, I don't want to spoil the surprise really. Oh, did you level up again?
Oh yeah.
All right, there we go. Let's get some new skills. So yeah, but basically, you'll be able to complete all of the content as a group or as solo, but this is just going to be for the questing. So when we have side quests and kind of quests, oops, Bjorn
There you go.
had a problem there. All of the kind of storyline content that we're preparing, that's going to be able to be progressed as a group, yeah. So basically, everybody's going to be able to group together and do everything together. Is what we want, and that's what we're striving to achieve. Oh, you got two. You better push it up. There we go. Can you block? You got the shield block yet? No shield block yet. Okay. Nope. Oh, there we go. There's your new skill in action. There we go. Okay. Cool. So sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I hope, Steve, that answered your question there. What are the plans for endgame content? It's basically endgame content. Dragon of Legends is split up episodically. So basically, there was 3 main episodes to complete, followed by a 4th expansion once we get there. So now the end game content is primarily going to be group-based dungeons, and then just it leads up to the more involved group-based dungeons that you can complete with your buddies. You're completing more and more elaborate raids with your buddies, and new people you meet online, of course. You don't need your own friends to play the game. If you want to bring them on board, by all means, but you're not going to need them. But yeah, so it's all about doing end game dungeons, and we're going to be prompt with creating the new content for you to go through once you reach that end game point. So Load Claw says, what would you say is the most unique feature of the game that sets it apart from other games? So for me personally, it's kind of the action aspect behind it. I've been playing and kind of looking at a lot of games on Steam right now, such as Secrets of Grindia. There's also Hammerwatch. And those games, like, they are tapping into the same action element that we have, but it's just for us, it's kind of that, it's kind of on par with those experiences, but it's going to be a little bit more tactical when you're dealing with your skills. Each class is going to have kind of like a predefined path that you have to go to. There will be some room for experimentation in between your trees, skill trees, and stuff like this, but there is kind of a more kind of path that you're going to be fulfilling and role that you're going to be fulfilling. So the objective is basically through the episodic experience, you're going to be kind of realizing who you are as that role. So you're going to be able to fulfill and complete that specific gameplay style that you personally like, and then do that with other people. And for me personally, I think that's what is going to set us apart from the other action RPGs on Steam right now. It's more so about the kind of group-based content that you're going to be able to do with other players. Some other content that I've seen is just they offer game modes that is just a one-off kind of, you can do a mission with your buddy and then that's about it. This is going to be the entire story quest line is going to be able to complete it solo or with a multiplayer aspect. So for me, that's kind of what separates it. And just additionally, kind of the overall cross-platform aspect as well is what sets it apart even further. Just being able to take that nice refined action RPG experience and then taking it mobile while playing with people who are on the PC, that for me is going to be the big differentiating factor that sets us apart from everybody else. And I hope that answers your question.
This question's pretty good.
Which one?
The one on the bottom.
Are they going to do things to do beyond the story to keep people invested after they complete the episodes? So this is all going part and parcel, kind of with the end game content. So there's just I mentioned it briefly before, the survival delve, and survival delve is kind of another gameplay mode that we're going to offer once the episodic content, the main storyline of the episode, has been completed. And in the survival mode, survival delve. This is kind of more so your character, you've completed the episode, you have gained all of your skill unlocks for that respective episode, and now what do? Well, you can do a variety of different things, but one of those things in particular happens to be the survival delve. And what the survival delve is basically it's going to be more kind of just focus on the instanced grouping up aspect, multiplayer of the game. So basically we're grouping up with other players, and then we're going to be progressing downwards, or whatever the situation dictates, but it's more so just like a kind of climbing downwards and kind of trying to get as far as you can go in a given life. Leaderboards, yeah. It's also live stream. Okay, that's awesome. But yeah, so yeah, that's basically what we were thinking. So survival delves is another aspect, another gameplay mode that you'd be able to kind of participate in once you've completed the episodic content. And now, bear in mind that these survival delves, you do not need a party to compete in them. There's going to have a leaderboard component to every single survival delve. And in various brackets. So there's going to be a bracket for doing it solo. There's going to be a bracket for doing it in 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s. And then all of those scores will get tracked accordingly. And then the winners will get a set prize at random intervals, so probably predefined intervals, depending on how long we want to have a certain leaderboard session go for. Yeah. How about some beta keys? Yeah, don't worry about that. Game's going to be given out to backers in the next couple months, and then keys for everyone else will get distributed at that point afterwards. Is there dungeons and looting? Yeah, already. So, yeah, it's kind of not really more so like a roguelike endgame scenario. That's not what I'm saying. It's more so kind of you will take the time to prepare yourself and kind of it's kind of sorry. So yeah, so kind of on par with a roguelike, but it's more so that you have it's more against competing against leaderboards and doing stuff like that for the survival delves. And survival delve is different than endgame content. Don't get confused there. I'm not saying endgame is roguelike. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the survival delve could potentially be something like that, yes. Tech question. That's for the tech team. TCP or UDP? And yeah, you don't have to worry about backing. We're gonna put the game up on Steam, and once we get there, we're gonna offer some new rewards for people to get. The backer rewards, those are locked at the moment, but there will be new rewards for you to purchase most of the time. Can you turn on the in-game music? Yeah, I think you just have to go over to the other map chunk, but yeah. So now, basically, we're just going to conclude there. And yeah, so thanks everyone for your questions, and thanks. And then just, yeah, we're going to be doing Twitch streams more often as the game progresses, and we're going to update all of our places online with more concrete